Hello everyone, this is Debbie from Project 39, and this is the May 2022 Sheetload of Cards. The Sheetload of Cards is brought to you every month by the Call Me Crafty L YouTube channel, and what it is a sketch and supply list and cutting guide showing you how you can make a sheetload of cards. What I did this month was sort of challenge myself to make the cards and see how quickly I could make a set of 6 cards. And this was a great design this month, I mean, as they always are. And this one also uses, as some of them have been, uses a 6x6 paper pad. Sometimes I use a 6x6 paper pad if it calls for that. Other times I'll use a 12x12, but I was challenging myself also to use this sketch as shown, although I did deviate a little bit, and use some paper that I had in my stash, so sort of a win-win. I had this paper and it actually was part of a outdoor camping collection, and I took 3 pieces that sort of coordinated, and as you can see I used I would call it a yellow ochre, or maybe a school bus yellow, as part of the cardstock on there, and that matched real nice with all of the paper that I chose. So you guys may know that I live and craft in my RV, so all these outdoorsy camping things are near and dear to my heart. I also had in my stash for a while a package of sort of large animal stickers. And I thought, you know what, let's combine the camping with the animals. Now, I don't go into that much detail on how I made it. It's all pretty self-explanatory. And if you go to the Call Me Crafty L YouTube channel, she will tell you exactly how you can download the Sheetload of Cards and make it for yourself. This was a really fun sketch. I will be using this a lot in the future, and I invite you to join along. So I think it took me about 55 minutes to put all these cards together. I did an assembly line. I did add that yellow ochre border around the sentiment strip, and I added those adorable animals to the tops of the cards. I just thought they added a lot of character, even though they were really big for the card and it covered up a lot of the paper, but that's okay. You know, it's about the overall composition, not just, oh, I made this card sketch, how is it going to look? So here I'm taking some of the scraps of paper that I have, and I have this little flag punch. And what I do with those is put them on the inside of the card. I don't like the inside of the card to be completely blank. And this is a great way of using up your scraps and stash. By the end of it, I hardly have any scraps left at all. And that's one of the benefits of using these, the Sheetload of Cards, is because you utilize all of the paper in such a way as to reduce scraps, which is good for the environment and good for your stash as well. Now here I'm doing something a little different. It's an experiment, and sorry if it's a little fuzzy, but I have these tubes of glitter glue. I don't have any enamel dots to match with this, and I really wanted to use enamel dots on this card just because that area on the right hand side was a little blank. So I'm trying to use a couple of different colors. You can't really see it, but some of them is like a copper brown glitter glue, and some is an orange glitter glue. And then I do have some Nuvo drops. Now what happened was, once these glitter drops dried, they were flat as a pancake. I thought that they would have a little bit of substance to it. I knew they would dry a little flatter, but you know what? It ended up being okay. Number one, it doesn't add any bulk to the card, so if you're mailing it, you don't have to worry about it getting too fat. Not that enamel dots really add much to it, but if you had layers, then it probably would. Here I'm taking some glue after my dots have dried. I put some glue on where I wanted them to be, and then I move them with this little pokey tool and then let it dry. So these are going to stay exactly where you want them to go. You could take the enamel dots or the glitter glue and put it exactly on the card, but I never get a perfect circle. So I have that brown sheet, you can see it, it's shiny up in the top. I think it was from some score tape, and so it's not, it says nothing will stick to it permanently. I guess you could use wax paper or parchment paper also. Now I'm just taking all the rest. I'm going to put them in a little bag and save them for later. So here are the final cards. I think they came out pretty nice. We'll take a look at each one. And notice the enamel dots. Some are going to be on the right hand side and some will be on the left hand side. It just depends on, well, I guess with the rabbits, the ears sort of block it. But aren't those animals just adorable? So wouldn't that be fun just to send? And you could send this to a kid or an adult. I think anyone would be happy to get this. So once again, go to the link in the description box, the Call Me Crafty Al YouTube channel. Watch what she tells you about the May 2022 SheetLoad of Cards and find out how you can download the SheetLoad of Cards for yourself and make this month's card sketch. I want to thank you so much for joining me today and watching how I made cards. I hope this will inspire you to make a sheetload of cards for yourself. Thanks again. Have a fabulous day.